But what keeps coming up for me and what I'm struggling with myself back and forth with is, well, I'm running out of money, right? So there's this, maybe I should go get a part-time job to help, make sure I can pay the bills or whatever. And then there's this part of me that's like, no, well, if you do that, you're just telling the universe that you don't believe in yourself. It's
Mm-hmm.
Christmas time. There's this part of me that wants to like gift money to local charities, but I would be doing that on credit card. I don't have the money in my bank account to do that, and so then I'm like, oh, well, is that smart? Yeah, I was in Target this morning and like wanted to buy a gift card and charge it on my Target account and then donate it. And I'm like, that's stupid. Why would you charge gifting? Because in the gifting, I feel like I'm proving that I have, abundance to give. So
Mm-hmm.
sense, it's like I keep going back and forth and fighting with myself on these little things. Like I'm trying to believe in myself. I catch myself in the fear, everything's going to be okay. Um, and then I like want to, it's like I'm wanting to do things that almost prove that I'm abundant. And then I'm like, no, that's stupid. Why? Like, should I go
Yeah,
get a loan to make sure
I
I can
so
pay
hear
my
you.
bills, keep doing what I'm doing? Or is getting
Yeah.
someone saying, no, I'm not paying my bills? So
Mm.
that's what I'm struggling with these last couple.
Yeah. Yeah. The very first thing that I'm seeing for you, Jamie, is when you acknowledge that there's this part of you that comes in that's like, no, I want to prove to the universe that I trusted and that I want abundance and all of that. And then you take action from that place and you donate the money or you do buy the thing or whatever it is, or you don't get the job or whatever it is. We're calling that like the higher voice. We're calling that like the universe, like the one that trusts. But can you also, my sense is that that's actually just that's still fear disguising itself.
Mm,
It's calling itself universe, but it's still ego. Because it's not like I trust and I know everything's okay. It's like, no, I have to prove that I think everything's okay by not getting the job, because if I get the job, then I might never be successful in business. That's ego. But we're calling that the higher voice, but it's just two egos
that
at
me to
war.
I keep feeling like I'm at war with myself. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. And so one, this is the first day of your life that you're seeing that both of these are two egos.
Mm,
Okay? Because up until now you have been identifying back and forth with these two things, identifying them as separate voices, but now you're the one that sees both of them. So that's good news. So this is already going to shift for you and just your awareness level expanding around this pattern that's going on in your life right now. And it's being driven a lot by fear, understandably, and that's okay. And don't make yourself wrong for that. But now you're just beyond that. So now that you see that fear is coming up and is driving you to both want to get a job and also to not get a job, to donate money and then not donate money, right?
mhm.
It's both of them have fearful tactics of convincing you that what you should do is going to prevent the scary outcome from happening. Then I wonder what voice exists underneath that. Where's the real Jamie, the real truth, the real essence of you? What does your soul want you to do before the fear comes in and says, but if I do that, XYZ, or if I don't do that, ABC?
Like the first thing that comes to me is to trust myself.
Mm, yeah. And can you feel the the lightness of that compared to the, no, you shouldn't get a job because that's proving to the universe that you don't believe in yourself. They're kind of saying the same thing, trust yourself, and then trust yourself by showing the universe that you think that you're going to do it by not getting another job. But can you feel the difference between the two of them?
I don't know. I'm trying because, yeah, that comes to my mind. Well, if I trusted myself, I wouldn't get a job, right? Um,
Mhm. Well, that's not necessarily true. I understand where that comes from. And I think that that is a big shadow side to the whole world of energetics and manifestation, is that we
Mhm.
think that there's a wrong way. And if we choose that wrong way, then we're doomed. Still, like if I think the wrong thoughts or I believe the wrong thing, or if I act on my ego, then nothing is ever going to work out for me. But that is one level of this work. And then the higher level just sees that all of it is perfect. There's
Mhm.
a level where you could, and I'm not saying this is the answer for you, but there is a level where you could feel something in your body that says, just get a supplementary job for right now. And without listening to the story from the ego, well, if I do that, then I'm doing all of that fearful stuff, without that. But there's something in your body that's saying, like, this, go here, trust this, trust that this is where I'm guiding you right now. I want you to show me that you believe so much in yourself that you would even get another job right now.
Yeah, there's nothing in me that wants to get a job.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
it would take all the time that I use for working on my business.
Yeah.
I'm a single mom, and so like I don't get 40 hours a week, to work on my business.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So if I got a part-time job, it would just really, I might as well just go back to a full-time job and forget this. There's nothing in me
Okay.
that wants that. But
Yeah.
okay, so but then there's the part of me that's like, well, should I get a loan?
Okay. Yeah.
And
So
that, okay, so that would be easier for me to try and suss out, because the job thing I can just say, oh no, that's not me that really wants that.
sure. Yeah. So good. You're clear. I want to just point out that you're clear.
On that
You're
part.
on that part. Yeah. 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 So then
Thank you.
yes, really acknowledge that. Like, that was the
Yeah,
difference between you seeing ego and truth. Okay.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
ego was telling you both to get the job and to not.
yeah,
Right. But when you tuned into what's underneath that, it was no.
yeah.
Yeah. So trust that. So now there's another thing showing up saying, I could take out a loan. Now, what does the ego say?
There's a fear of more debt,
Mm-hmm.
um, because like so many of us, I've already put, so much on credit cards in the
Yeah.
process of this. Um, then there's a part that feels a little safe for a little while. Then
Okay.
there's the part that's like, well, I'm not really working. Who the hell's going to give me a loan right now?
Okay. Okay. Well, that is a question that you could actually ask as a question and not a limitation. Like, hear the difference between, like, who the heck's going to give me a loan right now, as a declaration that no one is going to give you a loan,
Mhm,
versus the question of, okay, if I'm not working right now, how could I get a loan? Like,
mhm,
that actually being like a problem solving type of question rather than a declaration.
right.
Can you hear the difference?
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. The ego likes to declare things in questions a lot of the time. Why am I like this? And the answer to why you're like this is right in front of you, but you're not looking at it. You're just staying stuck in
Right,
being like this.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Okay. So that there's something showing up in your body that says, could get a loan. It sounds to me like the first step is figure out if that's possible.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Notice how the ego has stories that have been preventing you from taking that first step, right?
Mm.
But maybe the answer to the ego's fears will come when you just take the step and see for yourself. It doesn't mean you're going to right now take out a loan. It's just now you're missing information.
Right. Right.
Yeah. And you're going to get clear on what the next step is once you take this one. And I have found that we get the next step and nothing more, usually. And what tends to happen is we say like, I don't know what to do next. Like, universe, teach me what to do next, or intuition, like, I don't know what to do. And like, I think the universe is just looking down on us like, I told you what to do. Like, take that step and then I'll reveal the next one. Like, find out if you can have a loan first before you come up with the 7-step strategy of how you might end up going too far into debt, and then how you're going to get out of that, and then what are you going to do, and then what if nothing happens, and then XYZ. Those things might become more clear once you just figure out what's actually possible first.
Mm-hmm.